up, you guys? I am back today with another video. It's been a while since I did a Job Corps video, and I know I have quite a few people that do go to Job Corps or are planning to go to Job Corps. So I felt like it's very important for me to at least keep telling you guys more information about Job Corps. Food is very important, especially when it comes to the place that you're going to be eating your food at daily. Before I went to Job Corps, I wasn't even thinking about the food. I didn't think about what kind of food they're going to be feeding me, what kind of food they're going to have, yada yada yada, if I'm going to be able to eat in my dorm room. I wasn't thinking about none of that stuff. I was more concerned about what I was going to be able to wear while I was there and other things. When I got to Job Corps, I got there late, so I wasn't able to eat breakfast or anything. But I soon realized that their food was crap. Their food was so bland and plain, and it seemed like it was just frozen food and they just warmed it up. It was so bad and so nasty, to the point where we all, literally almost everybody I knew, would have to make this concoction of barbecue sauce and mayonnaise. We would get barbecue sauce and mayonnaise and mix it together and dip everything inside of this barbecue and mayonnaise. The food was just not good. I lost so much weight being there, not only because the food was probably didn't have a lot of sodium, but because I didn't like most of the food. The food was nasty. When it comes to eating in the dorms, you cannot eat in your dorms whatsoever. Of course, we sneak food in there, but we cannot eat there. And I understand why we cannot eat in our dorms, because of rodents and stuff like that. We didn't have any rodents. They made us clean up every single weekend anyway, with harsh chemicals. But I understand why we couldn't eat in the dorm rooms. It sucked, but I definitely ate in my dorm room. And I got caught a couple times. Of course you can get caught because we have windows in Job Corps, one little small window, but it doesn't open. So if you're eating this bomb burrito I used to eat from the corner a Mexican truck, dude, that thing will fill up the whole floor. The smell, it was so bomb, that burrito. So I did eat in my room, but you're not supposed to. If you want good food, you gotta have money. And most people at Job Corps don't have money. That's why they're there. Job Corps doesn't even want you to work while you're there, and that's going to be a whole nother video. I will be posting a video about my working situation and being at Job Corps and how they are about people wanting to work while being at Job Corps. You kind of have to eat their food there if you want to eat. But luckily, I was able to work, and I had a sugar daddy, and my father gave me money too. And I had a boyfriend. So I always had money. The breaking straw for me at Job Corps, and how I made a huge difference at Job Corps. People don't even know how much of a difference I made at Job Corps when it comes to the food. Single-handedly, may I add, single-handedly. One day I went to lunch or dinner, one of the two, and they had a salad, this and that, and I went to go eat, and I was about to eat my salad, and there was a whole praying mantis in my salad. If you guys don't know what the heck a praying mantis looks like, here's a freaking video. Here's a picture of a praying mantis was in my salad, and I was done. I was absolutely done. That means you guys did not rinse this salad. You guys did not go through it, make sure everything was good before you guys fed it to us. It was already a bad thing that all this food was nasty, but now it's not even clean or sanitary for me to consume. I was done. I was done. I left. I went to go talk to the student body president advisor type guy, the guy that helps people run for presidency at Job Corps and stuff like that. And which that's a whole nother story too. I gotta do a video on about me running for president and this and that. I went to go talk to him, and I told him dude, I'm not eating here no more. I showed him the pictures and everything. I said, look at this. We are just tired of the food here. I'm not eating here. I'm just gonna freaking starve. I'm going on a freaking food strike. I went on a food strike. I said, I'm done. There's too many people here that's not eating, too many people that's losing unhealthy weight. Okay, yes, people need to lose weight, but unhealthy weight. And once I told him the freaking news spread like crazy. He told, because he's one of those people that supposedly really care about the students and, you know, this is an ass. So he went and spread it through the whole school. And a lot of the freaking staff heard about me going on food strike. I stopped eating. And then eventually it came out to the head of Job Corps, of Los Angeles Job Corps, the head lady, which her sister is the lady from the game. She brought her up there. She made sure she let everybody know, like, that's my sister. My sister's an actress. Da, da, da. Picture of her right here, of her sister. I don't know her name, but she's a African American lady. So it spread to her. Once it got to her, she called me in her office. I don't know how the heck they found me, but they're like, Diamond, we'll want you in her office. And I'm like, bet. Like, we about to change this. Like, we're not gonna be eating this. Cause the thing is that I heard back in the day before this new, cause this Job Corps is a new building. There used to be a one around the corner, and it was like this very, very old, scary building. And they used to have like all kinds of food, bad foods, like unhealthy foods. But they used to have this big smorgasbord of like all these amazing foods, and everybody was eating and just being happy and loving. And blah, blah, blah. But once they got there, they changed the whole cooking, everything. So she called me in her office and she was like, Diamond, I heard you're on strike, you're unhappy. Supposedly, I had a great influence on people at Job Corps. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what a lot of freaking people that work there said, that I had a great influence on the people at Job Corps. Granted, I was probably one of the oldest people at Job Corps. It was probably me and like maybe 2 other people. We were the oldest people at Job Corps. So maybe I did have an influence, plus I was bomb, I don't know, whatever. So she said, I want to put you on a committee as the head, as the voice of the students. And we have this committee, it's like a health committee. I can't remember the name of it. I have it on my resume. It's on my resume. I was the head of something. So if I'm gonna look it up on my resume, and I'm gonna put it here, the name. I was the head of the student voice of that or whatever, and I was the only student on this committee. And I went to this meeting every single week. I went to this meeting and I fought and I fought and I fought and I fought for the food at Job Corps, for us students to have better food. So what they did was they brought all these vendors in, and I was able to talk to all these vendors. I was able to choose the foods that sound good to me. And I even went out and I did a poll, and I had all these kids, like I had these papers, and all these kids was check what kind of foods they liked on that list, and even was able to add other foods to the list. And once I did all of that, I got all of their information, I tallied everything, and I was able to choose the vendor that Job Corps would now use at their school. And I feel very proud about that. Like, I feel like that is real, and that is real passion. And I don't know, I feel like even though I hated Job Corps and it was a horrible place, it caused me so much depression and anxiety and stress, but it also showed me who I was as a person. It showed me how smart I was, how intelligent, how passionate, how much I am for the people, and who I can become. That place showed me all of that, and through all of the trials that I went through there. They changed the vendor. We got a new vendor. The food was absolutely amazing. Breakfast, lunch, dinner was so tasty, so good for a little while. Eventually, this company started to slack as well. By that time, it was already time for me to leave Job Corps. I was already coming back to the Inland Empire, and I would just hope that someone else took the torch and figured something out and fixed the problem. But what I learned from this situation is what I just told you guys of who I am as a person and what I stand for. It doesn't matter if you're a student, if you're seen as under the people that actually work there and that's supposed to be over you. You can definitely make a difference. You can make a stand. Even if people don't know that you're the person behind it, you're the madman behind it. As long as change is made, They don't have to know it was Diamond that did it. You know, I really don't care if they knew that Diamond did it. I never went around and said, oh, I'm the reason the food changed. You would never, nobody, I bet you nobody at school even know that. But the staff do. The staff knows it. My resume says it. But nobody know. I didn't go around like, oh yeah, I changed the food. Yeah, I did this. Like, oh, I'm queen this, queen that. Like, no. Yeah, that is my story. That is what I knew about Job Corps food and the rules and how I made a huge difference when it comes to health and whatever. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. I hope to see you guys on the next one. This is